Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing, this is going to be my first tutorial video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create custom class designers, and when I say that, that's another word for saying your own special loadouts, like if you want to be a medic, or if you just want to give your players special abilities, special items, that kind of stuff. So it's actually kind of simple. So all you have to do is grab yourself a class designer, or class selector UI. Make sure it's not a class selector. Make sure it's a class selector UI, because the class selector, just a normal class selector, that just assigns you to a class. But class selector UI is like the controlling of all the classes that you are going to maintain. So yeah, so you want to grab a class selector UI, and then you're going to want to grab class designers, and these class selector and a class UI, or a class designer and a class selector UI are connected, and they're very, like, they're advanced, but they're also kind of basic at the same time. So also, this is a map that I'm making, but we're just gonna use it for a tutorial. Anyways, you can see that I have a bunch of different guns on these designers, and the reason why I have these is because when you have class selector UI, that makes it so that it's actually possible for you to choose a class. Now, the way we actually do this, I'm done talking about the things you need, because I talked about them a lot, so you should remember what you will need. So, you need a class selector. No, what can I just say? Okay, anyway, so when you place your class selector UI, you're gonna want to place how many class designers you want. So basically, just for this thing, I'm gonna make it so it's custom loadouts. So like medics, like warriors, gunners, like that kind of stuff. So right here I have an infantry rifle, and the class name is called infantry rifle, because when it actually plays out, the name of the loadout is going to be called infantry rifle, because when you select that class, then it will give you a infantry rifle. So, and yeah, let me just show you. I'm going to go on to a different map just to do that, because I do not want to do that. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to create a separate map so we can do this tutorial. Okay, so basically we're going to get our designers and selectors. So for example, I'm going to have two of these. I'm going to call this one, I'm just going to call this A. And I'm going to call this one B. Just because I don't want to, make a bunch of stuff. So yeah, I have selector A. I'm just going to call it selector, or designer A, and designer B. And when you do that, so let's just say this is like a map where you're like throwing grenades and throwing all sorts of stuff at people. So we're gonna want to go into, you don't have to do this, but just for example, I'm just gonna get a random thing, and yeah. Now I'm gonna put this Vendetta flopper I'm gonna drop it, and then that puts that in that class loadout. So basically, you drop it, and then the class designer picks that up, and it puts it in the class loadout. And I'm gonna put this in this one. And now this step is kind of important. A lot of people forget to do this, but the main thing is you want to set this to 1 and you want to set this to 2, because if you do not do that, then this entire thing will not work. So yeah, once you have those, so this one is going to be a separate thing, and then this is also a separate thing, separate like loadouts. So let me get a spawner so we can do this. Also, you don't have to use the names that I used. Call it whatever you want. You probably already knew that, but I'm just saying in case you like didn't understand. So now that we have this player spawner, we should have the ability to do this. See, so this is loadout A, and this gives me the Vendetta flopper, and this is loadout B, and this gives me the Snowy flopper. So I'm just gonna, for example, I'm gonna pick that change to B, yeah. So now I have that, and that's basically the tutorial. If there's anything you guys do not know or anything, then you, okay. Yeah, you can just comment down below, and I hope this tutorial video helped you. Goodbye.